The days are getting shorter and sportier. Fall sports playoffs are in the picture, and for many North Andover teams, that just might be a November to remember. Scarlet Knights SportScene starts now. Hello everyone, welcome to Scarlet Knights SportScene, the program that brings you highlights, scores, and more, and all of it pertaining to the North Andover Scarlet Knights. I'm Sam Murray, and coming up on this episode, we'll bring you highlights from soccer and field hockey, and we'll get you a view from the pitch, courtesy of the varsity girls soccer captains. And we'll introduce you to the people behind unified basketball. But first, the Scarlet Knights varsity football team made its return to Walsh Stadium after a month of rescheduling, relocation, and relentless road games. Was the Knights' return home for back-to-back games a triumphant one? Absolutely, and absolutely. This time out, we'll give you a double shot of the big game. Coach John Zabzinski's Scarlet Knights squad hadn't played at home in over a month, and in that time, they had won 2 and lost 2, and their record sat at 2-3. They also lost their starting quarterback, Will Schimler, to a leg injury. So they came home to face Drake with some key injuries and a possible playoff spot on the line. Luckily, they had Freddie Gavin and Ricky Brutus to lead the way.
It's Friday, October 18th. It's a 4 o'clock start here today. Unusual with the weather. It's great to be able to take care of this fall weather and enjoy it here today. We're playing Drake it.
Shotgun formation, 4 wide.
Ferdowski looks like he finds a receiver.
He bobbles it.
Oh, beautiful. Looking for the pylon.
And able to
and
score.
He's in.
Quite the catch there.
Yes.
And touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Ricky Brutus up the middle and a spin move. So they will go for it on 4th and goal from the 11-yard line, lining up in double slot formation, given the single back in shotgun. Motion to the right side of the field. And he
throws
hits
the ball
to looks like Max Wolfgang.
Between 2 receivers, and once again, Wolfgang goes up above the defense and wrestles the ball away.
We'll see how the Scarlet Knights hold up here, defending the goal.
Oh, and he's coming out, short throw, and touchdown, Drake it.
It looked like on the snap, the quarterback had dropped the ball. He picked it up and was able to still make the touchdown pass while scrambling to the right. Starting off the game with a bunch of carries as well. And a 4th straight carry. He's able to cut it up the middle, cut back.
And touchdown.
Touchdown
For the Scarlet Knights. Brings it to 27-6.
Into the locker rooms for half. North Andover with the lead, 28-6. They are now 4 wide with Wolfgang at the far end of the field. Looks like one-on-one coverage. But they're going to go with the draw up the middle to Freddie Gavin. And he's able to cross the goal line. Lining up in I formation.
Now they've changed it. They say the ball is on the 1, and he's easily in. Brutus with the score. So everyone's racking up some stats here today and some performances. There's a lot of good football on film here.
So again, the same formation.
Handoff, number 24 again. He's stuck in the back there. Pulls it forward, and
amazing effort.
He is going down. North Andover cannot catch up with him. Number 24 for Drake it, going down, and
wow.
Was he inside?
45-yard touchdown by Lucas.
Wow.
Again.
That was a very impressive touchdown.
The final score here at Joe Walsh Stadium in North Andover on a beautiful Friday night at 6 p.m. is Drake at 14 and North Andover scoring 41 points to win this game and even their record on the year.
All right, thank you. I'm here from Joe Walsh Stadium after a huge North Andover Scarlet Knights win where they defeated the Drake Middies 41-14, and I'm here with the starting quarterback for the game, Peter Radulski. Peter, first things first, coming in against the Chelmsford Lions the previous week as a new starting quarterback, getting inserted, and you had a good day today, 2 touchdowns through the air. Can you just talk about your performance today?
It was a great team win all around. The guys were making great plays on the ball. I just put it up. They made the plays. That's all that matters, and it was a great team win.
Speaking of which, Max Wolfgang just walked by. You had a huge connection to him way back in the second half on that 4th down. What kind of play did you drop, and what was going through your mind during that whole sequence of play?
All I knew was we had to get the first down, and they were biting on the Jets, so we just faked it and gave it to him. It was as simple as that.
Now again, you are coming in relief for the injured Will Schimler. How's the previous 2 weeks been so far?
Well, it's been the time of my life because all these kids are my brothers, and it's just been great to play with them every day of the week.
Lastly, you have one more game in the regular season next week, and then it's potentially the state tournament. What's on the Knights' minds, and what's your expectations moving forward through the season?
All I know is we got to watch film, get ready for Bill Ricca, and hopefully we'll win next week too.
All right, perfect. Peter, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'm here with head coach of the North Andover Scarlet Knights, John Dubzinski, after a huge win over the Drake Middies, 41-14. Coach, first things first, it's a win. What did you guys do right today?
We hit, I thought, on all 3 facets of the game. I thought we played well on offense. We ran the ball very well. We made some key throws when we needed to throw the ball. Special teams were great. I thought the kickoffs down here were awesome, putting Drake at about the 20-yard line every time. And, our defense did a great job. They have a great quarterback who's very elusive. We saw him from him. He's made a lot of good plays throughout the season. And, we contained him. We contained the running game. So it was a total team effort.
Again, 14 points. That's tied for the second lowest this season. How's the defense look so far this season?
Getting better. I think with everything. We had a young team going in, and we knew that with every time we just step on the field, we're just going to get better. And same thing with Peter Radulski going in last week. His first start, just by being here for the second start, he got a lot better tonight. So we're just trying to take baby steps every week.
Speaking of Peter Radulski again, he had 2 touchdowns on the day. Can you just talk about his performance today?
Getting better. Yeah. He makes great throws when we need to, and he manages the offense when we need to as well. So as you say, he knows all the run plays, all the pass plays, and he's just getting better at each week.
Another player that really stood out today was the running back Ricky Brutus. Can you talk about his performance today?
That's the best he's run all year. We really he works. We all work hard in practice, but he particularly works hard. The running backs really work hard. We give him a lot of reps in practice, and at the beginning, I think maybe it wasn't running downhill as much as we liked him to do. So we kind of got him on that, and he took the coaching, and he ran the ball where it should be, and I think he's very tough to tackle today.
Lastly, one more game in the regular season coming up next Friday, and then it's potentially the state tournament. Can you just talk about the expectations moving forward for the team?
Yeah, right now, so Bill Ricca, we just got to control. We have to control our destiny. We can't depend on anybody else for wins and losses and whatnot. So Bill Ricca is going to be one of the best teams we play all season. They're very, very good. They beat these guys as well. So we're not even thinking playoffs. This game, we consider it a playoff game because it's you win this one, you don't know where you end up in the playoffs. If you lose it, you're not putting yourself in a good position. So we got to control our own destiny next week against Bill Ricca.
All right. Perks of playing a 4 o'clock game, you get to go home early right now.
You get to go home early, yes, exactly. So, and time for dinner.
All right, Coach, thank you very much for coming on. All was positive with the team in the wake of their 41-14 win over Drake. Oddly enough, this was their second 41-14 victory this season. The first one came against the Red Raiders at Caldley Stadium in Lowell. And as good as it was to see the Knights get their swagger back, it was even better the following week when they got their quarterback back. Bill Ricca was the opponent, but the night belonged to the Knights.
Bill Ricca is guesting here at Joe Walsh Stadium. The Knights are ready to play. Loaded to the near side. We have 2 defenders out there. He's looking for the short side, deep over the middle. Picked off by North Andover. Running wide and decked by an offensive player coming back. Superb. Previously played some right tackle. There's the snap. Fake by a hand. Beautiful. Smooth. 3 receivers to the left. How tempting. 2 defenders out there. Drops back. Scrambling to his left. Finds someone open.
That's us.
It's a catch. Touchdown, North Andover. There's a rush of the quarterback. Has a receiver, and the ball is picked off. Is that Wolfgang? Who has that ball? 55, Carboni. Walensky, far left. Quarterback
Back to Gavin, rolls left.
And
He's able to catch it.
the score is the North Andover Scarlet Knights at Joe Walsh with 14, and the Billerica Indians yet to score.
Billerica with the ball in North Andover territory for the first time in a little while.
Just over midfield. Good
Now-
hand back. Scrambling, gets away, but not downfield, and picked off. Nichols!
And that's all the difference in the game. You can get to 5 yards versus 3, and this time they get
And
8 yards. Touchdown for Freddie Gavin.
he's running with Brutus outside of him, and in the practice today, they ran that pattern. And they ran that pattern with Brutus on the outside. There's a
Play
cut.
by Ricky Brutus.
Brutus just breaking the ankles of about 5 defenders.
Back to him.
Back to Brutus.
Unbelievable, and he makes it another difficult run to pick up the yards. Quick action again. It's a lateral, and then a pass, and intercepted to what will cap off an amazing night for North Andover Scarlet Knights. An interception in their own end zone for a touchback.
I'm here with Tim Iannarone, a captain on the North Andover High School football team, and called by one of his coaches the leader of the defense. Do you wear that title as a badge of honor?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's the first time I'm hearing it, but I love it. Yeah, I'll take that absolutely. I love to get them riled up and get them ready for the next play because it's always about the next play.
Right. So, Tim, defense had a huge game, pitching a shutout, and again, the week before, holding Drake to 14 points. Can you talk about the defense efforts the past couple of days, and the past couple of weeks, and particularly today?
Yeah, well, we've just been fired up, and we knew Billerica was going to try to come in and run the ball on us because they came and watched that Tewksbury game where they ran all over us. So we were determined to shut that out, and everyone did a great job. We had maximum effort. Everyone's fired up and ready to get this season going like we know we can.
6 total takeaways on the day. Can you just talk about that? Like, that's pretty impressive in its own right.
Yeah, everyone was playing flawless. Like, that quarterback had no idea what to do. We were just shooting them down. They were suffocated.
As a senior and a captain on this team, can you just reflect on how the season's been so far?
Definitely had a rough start, but with a lot of new guys, that's kind of expected. We're really starting to get the team together, and the ceiling's endless. So, good things to come.
The ceiling is endless. I love it. All right, Tim, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thank you very much. Yep.
Of course. All right, I'm here with the quarterback of the North Andover High School varsity team. It is Will Schimler coming off a huge game where he had a couple throws through the air for touchdowns. Will, I guess I'll just start right there. Can you talk about those 2 touchdown passes you had today?
Yeah, so my first one was, I believe, to Matt Chico, and it was a waggle, so it was kind of a shorter play, but, I mean, he kind of got held off the line, but he broke open, and I just gave him a ball in that zone. And the second one, I honestly don't remember who that was to, but
It was to Jake.
oh yeah, that was the first one. The second one was Chico. So first one to Jake Walensky, he made a great catch. It was a 50-50 ball, and he made a great catch. So, I mean, our receivers made plays, and the DBs didn't. So that's really what came down to.
Now, coming back after a knee injury that sidelined you for the past couple weeks, how did it feel to get back out there?
I felt awesome. I mean, I was kind of angry the past 2 weeks. I couldn't be out there helping my team. I mean, football. I love football, so I mean, it's my favorite sport. So I just love being out there and competing with my guys.
Now, 4-3 on the regular season. Can you just reflect on how the season's been so far?
So we started off rough, 1-3. Peter came back, and Peter played great. I mean, he led us 2-0 against 2 tough teams, and I had stepped up tonight, but he did a good job the past 2 games, and now we have a winning record.
Now, going into the MIAA playoffs, chances are that you guys are going to have a high seed. What are the expectations for the playoffs?
I mean, we got to play every team just like they're the 1 seed, so we got to play a perfect game every playoff game, and we got to knock someone off because we're not the 1.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, I'm here with the head coach of the North Andover varsity football team, John Dobzinski, after a big win over Bill Ricka. Pitched a shutout, 35-0. Coach, let's just start with the defense. 6 takeaways. Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, our defense played phenomenal. That's a good team we played. Bill Ricka had some great wins this season, and we knew going in that they were a tough team. And they run the ball very well, and they're very physical. And I thought we matched up with the physicality really well. There wasn't a lot of big plays on offense that they could run, and the secondary kids did a great job covering any passes they had, and our front 7 did a good job just maintaining the gaps and not giving up any big plays. So it was a huge performance on their part.
Will Somewhere comes back from an a knee injury, and he performs great. 2 touchdowns through the air, a couple hundred passing yards. How big of an impact was he, and how important was it to get him back and healthy?
Huge. He's a great player. As you can see, he's very good on his feet. He's very good throwing the ball. That opens up a lot of different options of what we can do on offense. If we have the ability to run the ball, spread teams out, maybe run the ball a little bit, we're able to do that. And we're able to throw the ball too when we need to be. So he gives us a lot of options. I think he's a great weapon to have on offense.
Coach, you're 4-3 on the year, and chances are a high seed in the Division II North. Can you just reflect upon the season so far and how the team has looked?
I think we're growing week by week. We talked in August how this is a team that's going to, start out with a good baseline, and our goal just as a staff is just to get better and better and better. We want to be a developing team in September, a good team in October, and we want to be a championship team in November. And hopefully that's the kind of track that we're on right now.
Now, this year, not as large of a senior class as last year, but can you just talk about this year's senior class and what they mean to the program?
They fight hard. They have a lot of pride. They have a lot of passion, and they love playing football. They love being a part of this program. And, I think the kids feed off their energy. They feed off their emotions, and they want to create their own identity here this postseason. So we're very proud of them. We're just we're ecstatic the way that they're handling themselves. So.
Lastly, expectations for the playoffs coming up.
Just goes back to practice. We just want to get back on Monday, find out who we're playing probably by Saturday, meet as a staff and watch some film and get the kids ready to go. That's the games are won in practice, so it's a huge week of practice. No matter who we play, it's going to be a good team because they're going to be a playoff team.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sam.
The Knights have outscored their last 2 opponents 76-14, giving them some solid momentum heading into the playoffs. North Andover is ranked 4th in the Division II North Tournament. They will get to play another game at Walsh Stadium as they host their first playoff opponent, the 5th-seeded Grey Ghosts of Westford Academy. That game will be Friday, November 1st at 6 p.m. The winner of that game will face the winner of the Reading and Chelmsford game. Reading is the top seed at 6-1, while Chelmsford is the 8th seed at 2-5. We'll have the results for you in our next episode. So now that we've given you some highlights, let's get you some scores. 2 weeks worth of sports scores in just under 2 minutes in what we call the Scarlet Knights Scoreboard. Another playoff-bound North Andover team is the varsity field hockey team. They will actually start their playoff journey as we are recording this program. The 13th seeded Knights at 8-4-5 travel to Belmont to play the 4th seeded Marauders, who have a record of 13-2-1. The winner of that game will take on the winner of the match between number 5 Revere and number 12 Chelmsford. We will try to get you a result later in this program. While we were on the subject of the field hockey team, they recently held their senior day, in which they recognized the amazing contributions of all their senior student athletes. The opponent on this afternoon was Tewksbury, but the game itself was all North Andover. Let's see what happened on this rapid recap.
We are coming to you from Walsh Stadium this afternoon to bring you this matchup between the North Andover Scarlet Knights and the Red Men from Tewksbury High School. Actually, I didn't see a number 20. I'll have to double check that. And it goes in, it's a goal! Early score for the Scarlet Knights. So Tewksbury getting a lot of exercise today, just running in after all those short corners. I don't think they've had one yet. In fact, I don't even think they've had a shot on net yet, as once again it's chipped in. And the blast comes in, and that's a goal! I think Lexi Rivet got a whack to it. And another short corner. Hit in there, and once again that goes, I believe that was Panos. Gets it down, the shot goes in, and that's another goal. And is that Rivet again? I think that was Rivet who got the stick to that once again. So in the space of just over 2 minutes, 2 minutes 5 seconds actually, Scarlet Knights with 2 goals as it goes in once again, and chipped ahead by Rivet. And, oh boy, in there now there was I believe that was, loose, and the goalkeeper's on the ground. And that's another goal. And she just chips it ahead. Looking for Rivet now. Rivet's got it. Rivet moves for a couple of players. She's just going to get to it, and the goaltender stops it. And, Bodo has it right in front, and try to chip it ahead, but they can't do it. Still in front. Rivet scores. Now Rivet over to Gordon. They try and chip it in close. Looking through, and that's a goal. That's another goal for the Scarlet Knights. Rivet has 3 already, and nice patience there, just trying to get it through to anybody, and then goes into the midsection, and let's see, it's a goal. I believe getting a stick on it was Lexi Swartz. Rivet, pass out to Panos. Panos tries to get it back to Rivet. Gordon's got it now. Gordon puts it in, and bounces, and it's a goal. I believe it was Willis that got it. And the final score here from Walsh Stadium. The Scarlet Knights of North Andover 8 and the Red Men of Tewksbury 0.
It's been a tale of 2 halves for the varsity girls soccer team this season. After starting the season 10-1-1, the team has gone winless in their last 5 games, including a 1-0 loss to Andover on senior day. However, the anticipation of another MIAA state tournament run is in the air for the girls, who look to build upon their trip to the Division I state semifinals last season. I was able to catch up with captains Olivia Gotobed and Katie Sullivan, who reflected on their season so far, their upcoming playoff aspirations, and their tenure as Scarlet Knights. Girls, first things first, as the captains of the team, how has the season gone by so far, and how can you reflect on it, with the season heading into the final stretch?
So I think in the beginning of the season we did really well, having a lot of new incoming players. I think it was kind of nerve-wracking not really knowing where everyone was going to play and how everyone's going to fit into the team, but I think we started off really strong and kind of let go towards the end of this, the past few weeks, but I think we know that we need to pick it up, and I think we're going to work really hard in practice, so yeah.
I agree with what Liv said. In the beginning of the season, we had a lot of new incoming underclassmen, so we were a little nervous at first, not knowing how to play with each other on the field, but then we did a lot of team bonding activities and got really close, so we started off really strong, but as the season's gone on, we've kind of fooled around with each other, so maybe got a little distracted, but we're working on picking that back up. So
now with the MIAA state tournament fastly approaching, just a couple more games left into it, you girls have had a good season so far, but how are you going to build upon that, when push comes to shove in the state tournament?
I think the main thing is we have a really hard time with playing through until the end of the game. I think we kind of either we're winning by a lot and we start to get really like not tired, I don't know. And so I feel like working through till the end of the game, I think that's going to be a major thing for the state tournament as we play like much harder teams. So, yeah.
Also, adding on to that, I feel that like our intensity at practice really needs to like pick up. So like focusing on the little things that we mess up in games and just like giving it all at practice so we can take that energy into our game the next day will really help us moving forward.
Now, yesterday was the senior night for the girls soccer team, and despite the outcome of the game, it was a great celebration of the senior class. As captains and, as members of the girls varsity team, how has your tenure been as a Scarlet Knight, and how are you going to look back as your time as a Scarlet Knight and a member of the girls varsity soccer team?
I've been really lucky to have been coached by Lisa and Deb for the past 4 years, and I think having an awesome team has made this these past 4 years so much better and made it so much more worthwhile. So, yeah.
Being on varsity since a sophomore, even like JV as a freshman, like playing with like, upperclassmen who are always been super nice and like welcoming on the team, they really help you become like a stronger player. And then having those coaches who are always there to support you no matter what's going on and always looking to make you a better player, like the experience has been amazing, and I wouldn't have wished for anything better.
The girls wrap up their season with a match against Winchester as of the recording of this episode. Tune in next time to catch the results of their upcoming state tournament run, which we hope to be positive news. It's the end of the regular season as we know it for most North Andover High School sports, which means there's a lot of action we can't get to. And no, it's not just an REM song we're talking about. It's time for another installment of the Scarlet Knights schedule. Of course, you all know that boys and girls varsity basketball is just around the corner, but did you know that there is another North Andover basketball team in action right now? Allow me to introduce you to the Scarlet Knights Unified Basketball Team, our selection for this segment of Knights in Focus.
Unified Sports came to North Andover a few years ago in the form of Unified Basketball. Recently, the Scarlet Knights hosted the Andover Golden Warriors, and we get to check out this game firsthand. North Andover head coach Ryan Burr tells us a little bit more about Unified Basketball.
Unified Basketball was brought to North Andover High School a few years ago by one of our students who had reached out. It's a semi-competitive basketball league that's fully inclusive with students with a varying number of disabilities and our typically developing students as well. And they collaborate on the basketball court. It gets all of our students an opportunity to be included in something that they really wouldn't have that opportunity outside.
How long have you been involved with it?
This is my second year coaching the team. I've been in North Andover High School for this is my third year now, so almost as long as it's been here. But we're really looking to try to grow the program and keep this as a mainstay here at North Andover High School.
Coach Burr's squad took their effort and determination onto the court, and the results brought cheers from the home crowd.
And here come the Scarlet Knights with it right now. And the pass going to Davis Randall. Big pass in, and he takes the shot. And he's right there from just inside the free throw stripe. Hits that one.
One of the night's standouts was Davis Randall, who not only put up three-point shots, he put them down as well.
And it goes now to Randall. Randall hits a three-pointer! A three-pointer by Davis Randall. I'm used to doing hockey. I'm used to saying center ice, but here we go. Big one. Hits again, Davis Randall, and that is his second three-point bomb. Being guarded now by Goldman. Doing a nice job protecting the ball. Up it goes. Bang! Oh my goodness, that's another three-pointer for Davis Randall. 49 for the Scarlet Knights, 40 for the Golden Warriors.
Another standout was Brendan Ryan, who led all scorers with 22 points.
Sidley has room and passes back to Ryan. Brendan Ryan going for another basket. Goes up, swish! 2 in a row for Brendan Ryan. And bounce pass goes to Ryan now. Ryan in, takes his shot and gets it. Another basket there for Ryan. It's now 20-19.
One of the best parts of this game is the belief it teaches those who play it. Scarlet Knight John Sidley agrees.
And you go up down that court, you're pretty fast.
Well, it was just unbelievable. I mean, like, we just knew that we had the energy in us, and we just never give up. We just never give up. We just knew we had to bring the energy in us, and we just had to get deeper and deeper into that zone of winning, and we just crushed it.
And it's not just foot speed either. You want to start that fast break. You're passing. You can really bomb it in there.
Yeah, well, it's just that when you go out there and you just had to win like a few scores on the court, you just had to say, I have to believe in myself. I have to believe in myself, and you just had to go out there and give everything you got, and just have to like go out there and just crush it.
Absolutely. And you did crush it today. Nice job.
Thank you.
All in all, the Scarlet Knights are really proud of the efforts they turned in.
Matt, you did a lot of your work today inside, down low, in the paint. Tell us a little bit about your game today.
The game's pretty good. So we got a lot of energy, and I know we did good. But we from out to have this game, like after all these guys, when we go to the first round, when we go second. But we actually did good. Just remember, since back for next Tuesday, it's gonna be our last game before the last year for Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving vacation until November in this place. But yeah, we did good. We got a lot of energy. We also feel good, and we got a lot of deep bounds.
One of the things I get from John here talking about belief, Andover came out. They came out with 8 unanswered points, and from there, you're like, okay, enough of this. You came out. You fought back for a while. You crept in. You took the lead. You boosted the lead, and you never gave it up. You guys have to be really proud about that.
Yeah, well, we knew that we had it in us, and we knew that when we went out there on the court, we knew that we had to believe in ourselves. We just had to like do everything we had in us throughout this last home game, and we just did all we could, and we just wanted to bring the miracle to North Andover High School, and we did it. We just brought the miracle right here. And I just want to say, like, thank you, North Andover High School. Believe in what you believe in, and dream work makes the dream work come true, and we always believe in each other forever and one another.
Same thing with you, Matt?
I agree with John. I want to say thank you for North Andover High School. Like after the game, we actually did a review. We did a review about us after the game. But also, we actually did good. And remember, we need to stay focused. Remember what Mitch Bird say. And it's 2 more things. Always do a rebound and always have fun. It's not about winning or losing. Period.
Definitely found the bottom of the basket a few times today. Gentlemen, terrific win. Great effort from both of you. Thanks for coming on with us.
Thank you. And North Andover Knights, and we believe in each other, and teamwork makes the dream work, and we wanted to say thank you, and we love North Andover High School.
And their coach is pretty proud as well.
Before we were talking to John Sidley about belief, and boy, these players, they believe in themselves, and even though Andover came off to a quick start, and I mean, it's funny because you walk in, you see the team, and you got, what, 10, 15 players, something like that. And they see North Andover who comes in with like this huge thing. They come out to an 8-0 lead, and then your players fought back, stayed in it, took the lead, and just kept to expand. And I have to say, if I had to describe this game in 2 words, Davis Randall.
Yeah, his 3-point shots certainly keep us in every game. He can hit it from 3. pretty much any moment. He's not afraid to pull the trigger either, which we love. But I can't give these guys and girls enough credit. They work so hard. They play so hard. They practice so hard. They help each other out. They're there to support each other. It's a great, great team game, and they really are the epitome of a team, the way that they work together. They do an awesome job.
Great. Exciting game today. Going back and forth action. And you've got some fast people out there. I was talking to John Sidley. He's got some not only serious foot speed, but if you need a fast break, he can bomb it half the way down the court for you.
Yeah, we're fortunate that we do have some very quick players, and speed is definitely the name of the game for us. We like to keep running. We have a smaller team, but they like to get out there and expend all their energy. So they keep running up and down the floor. They put a lot of shots on basket, and the effort and the hustle is definitely there every single possession. So they do a great job.
And in case of emergency, get it to Davis.
That's right. Throw it up from deep. You got it.
All right, Coach Burr, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
2 games remain on the schedule, a night game in Tewksbury on the 6th of November and an afternoon game in Andover on Thursday the 14th. No matter what the score, the Unified Basketball program is a true win-win situation for everybody involved.
The leading scorers for the Knights were Brendan Ryan with 22 points, Ryan Chartier with 18 points, and Davis Randall with 12. The season will end on Thursday, November 14th with a multi-team jamboree in Andover. Supporters of North Andover Athletics put their best feet forward recently, taking part in a road race to benefit the North Andover Athletic Association. The 5K Knights on the Run race started from and finished at North Andover High School, and we stopped by to check it out.
Hey guys, Mike Coakley from the North Andover Athletic Association. We're here at the Knights on the Run, the 9th annual Knights on the Run. It was a great day. We had a lot of walk-ins, and people are having a great time. The Thompson Tigers took home the Knights in Training Kids Run Trophy for the 4th year in a row. And we're so thankful to all our sponsors, all the merchants in North Andover who help us out, give away great raffle prizes, and donate to the NAAA and the Knights on the Run.
The North Andover merchants are here at the finish line just like every year, and every year our merchants give us stuff to put into the bags for the runners. So we've got pens, and we've got promotional items, we've got flyers, and we've got coupons, we've got stuff for the kids, and it's a beautiful day today.
We just ran the race. This is a fundraiser every year for the North Andover Athletic Department. The North Andover Athletic Association puts it on. It's an awesome time. We see all the high school kids and any, from little kids all the way up to senior citizens, any kind of orthopedic injury, sprain, strain, low back pain. We take care of it all.
The top female runner was Heather Searles, who came in with a time of 19 minutes and 10.4 seconds. The top male runner was Eric Narcissi, who ran the race in 17 minutes and 16.5 seconds. We have gotten word back from the field hockey tournament.
All right, come on, overtime corner. Come on, Knights.
And the word is that the Scarlet Knights have pulled off an upset win against Belmont. They will now go on to face the winner of the Revere and Chelmsford game with a time and place to be announced. And before we go, I have another quick playoff note for you. The brackets have just been announced for the girls' varsity volleyball tournament, and the 12-6 Scarlet Knights are on their way to the big dance. North Andover is ranked 6th overall, and they'll face their first playoff opponent, the 11-seeded Lexington Minutemen, on Friday, November 1st. The winner faces 3-seeded Lawrence, who has a bye in the first round. And with that, we sound the final horn on yet another edition of Scarlet Knights SportScene, presented by CAM Sports. We always need volunteer crew members to help us cover local sports for the community. If you'd like to help out, just call us at 978-687-6570, or you can come by our new studio at 70 Main Street, Suite 202. You can also send us an email and ask how you can help. The address is camsports@northandovercam.org. Don't forget to tune in as we bring you a lot more playoff information in our next installment of Scarlet Knights SportScene, the program that always brings you highlights, scores, and more. I'm Sam Murray, and thanks for watching.